Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harley Potoff, Dubuque County Board of Supervisors Chair. Welcome to our state-of-the-art facility. I want to thank everybody that made this possible, which that list goes on and on and on, but mainly Dubuque Initiatives and the City of Dubuque for their partnership to make this happen. This project has been ongoing since approximately 2012, when we had talked about building a new facility, and it came in at about $14 million, and it got turned down. In, I believe, 2018, there was another request, and at that time it was around 18 million. And in 2021, there was a third request for using ARP funds, which was 18.5+ million for a new facility. Dubuque Initiatives was able to buy this building and make this project start working. The county was able to purchase or lease this space here. The city stepped up in partnership. Mark Van Milligan, I dealt with him frequently on this, and the city put up $2.5 million that we could make this happen. And with the county's $2.5 million, we actually got this project done for 5.9 was what the budget, but we're actually under budget. So it's unbelievable how partnerships can work and things can come together that we can have such a great facility like this. The governor just released her Dodge report about government efficiencies and about regionalization. That's what this is about. We can take on other counties now and just have one local 911 center that can cover the surrounding counties from Jackson all the way up to Almaquis, and that can all be centered right here. So I hope you all enjoy your evening here. It's beautiful, it's state of the art. We have several people that are going to talk, so we're not going to keep you real long, but thanks again for coming, and I will turn it over to Mayor Brad Kavanaugh.
So is anybody else just sort of marveling at the number of people in this room? I mean, look around, look at everybody here. And you know, what I'm realizing as I'm talking to some people is just how many people are actually touched by this center right here, how much this means to everybody. It's, you know, when you think of 911 emergency services, you think of fire, you think of police, but everybody who's in here has some way that they can interconnect with the 911 center and the people who work here. And this used to be, I mean, literally in a closet. in the law enforcement center. And there was a slideshow shown earlier that shows you some pictures if you're not familiar with it. But just look this way. There's windows in here. There's windows in this space. This is so fantastic to finally have this. This is a long time coming. I mean, a long time coming. And I know Harley was very gracious to others, but we got to give Harley Potoff a hand on this one. I know, you know, Harley and the supervisors worked very closely with our city manager to get this done. City manager worked very closely with us as a city council, but it was Harley and Mike working really hard to do this with the partnerships that needed to happen to get this done, and Dubuque Initiative stepping up in the way they did here. There's a lot of different people that are going to talk about their part in it, and everybody's played a really important role. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for what you've done to make this project possible, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. I forgot, I'm supposed to introduce Jessica George Rethwich here, so let's give her a hand, please.
Welcome. I was just going to touch a little bit on the slideshow that is going. It gives you a little bit of a perspective. It's on that end and on this end. It gives a little perspective of where we were to where we are now. In December of 1974, they opened our current law enforcement dispatch center. They dispatched police and county sheriff. July of 1985, they turned that into the combined joint emergency communications center, adding in the fire department. I've currently been with the department for 26 years, 2 years as director. When I tell you I hit this role with my feet running fast on the ground, that is no lie. We jumped right into all of the meetings for the build. Everything has went very, very smoothly for the most part. We're extremely lucky to have the partnership that we do have with both the city and the county. As you can see, there are 8 councils in here. Our current comm center only has 6, and we have the ability to expand another 8 in here if we would need to. In times past, if we needed to go to our backup center, we would have to come out to the training center, or at one point it was at fire headquarters. Now our backup is going to be right here off of our main room, completely concreted in, safe for us to be there, and it will be set up and ready to go in needs of tornado, storm, or if we need to take shelter. So part of the build also includes the hallway that most of you would have came through. I apologize, I know parking was crazy and you all came in different doors. But in the hallway to the back, there's a conference room, director office. Behind these folks here is a supervisor's office. We have a break room. And then also the county IT room is off to this side as well. So we have a little bit of everything here in the center with us. I'm going to give a quick moment to thank a few of the people that made today possible. I know Harley and the mayor already hit on that as well, but our city and county leaders, our public safety partners, I've got a lot, so I'm going to go quick. Jonathan, Matt, Benjamin for the architectural and design, Raycom, God bless them, because every time I call, they answer. Please keep answering. That's Alec and Gerald and Aaron have been phenomenal to work with. Conlin, Bill and Mark are my main contacts, and those guys too have been absolutely wonderful to me. And then all of the city IT department. I ask a question and they're there to answer it. I know they always have our back. And most importantly, I'm probably gonna cry, to my dispatchers, because of their dedication, compassion, and professionalism, this place is what it is. I am and will always be their loudest and proudest cheerleader, and Dubuque is sure lucky to have such a fantastic team. We're so proud to share this milestone with you today, and it's been a long time in the making. Thank you again for joining us, and please take a moment to tour the center before you leave this evening. And I'm going to introduce Sheriff Joe Kennedy.
Thank you all for coming out tonight to support area public safety and first responders with this long overdue communications center. Never ceases to amaze me the things that this community can do when we partner together with the city and county and local government to make things happen. It just seems like, not a lot of places around seem to pull these kind of things off, but Dubuque keeps coming back. Every time we need something done, it seems like people step up and get it done. So we appreciate that greatly. In addition to some of the people that were thanked earlier, I have some people that were involved, and I want to make sure that they get recognized here. So thank you to all the involved, these all involved people for supporting this project to finally make it a reality. I do wish to personally thank the following people and groups: Dubuque County and Dubuque County Board of Supervisors, multiple departments within the city of Dubuque. Sorry, there was a lot of them, so I only got 2 minutes. Tom Berger, Denise Dolan, and former Communications Center Director Mark Murphy and Jessica George Rethwitz were all instrumental in keeping this project alive from 2012. So I want to make sure that they get recognized here today also. Dubuque County Firefighters Association for ongoing support, Wold Architects and Engineers, our construction management team from Conlin Construction, Raycom, our technology partner, and the many contractors and subcontractors who work tirelessly to make our vision for this space happen. Without the efforts of each of you, whether financial, cognitive, or physical, this could not have happened. We look forward to seeing this communications center honorably serve the Dubuque area from now until long after we are gone. The point I take the most pride in was the ability of our team to make this happen in a financially responsible way, while also providing adequate room for the communications center to grow within the Dubuque community, which we hope allows emergency responders to be dispatched from this location for the next 50 years. And finally, to our wonderful and dedicated communications center dispatchers, thank you for your patience and welcome to your new home. And I'd like to introduce you to the current president of the Dubuque County Firefighters Association, Austin Brown.
On behalf of the Dubuque County Firefighters Association, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone who made today and this new facility possible. But today represents more than just a new facility with new equipment. It represents progress. It represents the dedication and devotion to better serving our community. And it's a symbol that public safety is a top priority in Dubuque County. As firefighters, we rely heavily on our 911 dispatchers. Without them, we cannot do what we do. They truly are the unsung heroes behind every call and every page. So giving them the resources they need is essential in every emergency scenario. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who made this possible. I'm honored to be a part of it, and I'm excited for what the future holds. Thank you. Next speaker will be Jeremy Jensen, Dubuque Police Chief.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I would talk a lot about things happening because of timing and people. The time is now, and we had a whole bunch of people that had to be in the right place at the right time to make this happen, and it did. Very, very important. Dispatch, you heard it a little bit earlier, kind of the unsung heroes of public safety. They are our lifeblood. They are our lifeline. They do so much for us that doesn't get acknowledged. But I want to acknowledge all of you, because this doesn't happen without the 110% support of everybody here for our public safety. So I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody involved, and just welcome to this wonderful space. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is such a milestone accomplishment, and we're super thankful. We've talked a lot about the building and the efforts that go into this, and the people that are most important. It's a proud moment for our community as we celebrate the opening of our new Emergency Communications Center, a true partnership between the city and the county, built upon collaboration and shared commitment to public safety. This new facility represents far more than an upgraded infrastructure. It reflects the essential connection between our dispatchers and our first responders that they support. Every call, every alarm, and every emergency begins with the calm, skilled voice of our dispatchers, the critical link that ensures that help arrives quickly and effectively. With Dubuque responding to almost more than 8,000 calls, that's a critical link to connecting with those community callers, calming them, providing them with support. We are deeply grateful for the talented professionals who collect vital information, guide callers in crisis, and communicate life-saving details to our crews in the field. We take great pride in our work and the work our dispatchers do every day, and their professionalism, teamwork, and their problem solvings are second to none. I've heard them solve many problems critically, creatively, and compassionately. This facility stands as a symbol of their dedication. It also stands as a symbol of our partnership across city and county lines and the pride and professionalism that define Dubuque's public safety network. Congratulations to everyone involved. We many times talk about the buildings and we talk about the people, and those two coming together are going to provide great service to our community for years to come. So congratulations. I'd like to introduce Mike Jansen.
Thanks, Amy. My name is Mike Jansen. I'm the vice chair of Dubuque Initiatives. And our chair, Kevin Lynch, ironically had an emergent family situation, and he called me this afternoon and asked me if I would pinch hit for him. And so I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? And so I dug out my notes literally and redlined them just a short while ago from the speech I gave for the city data center ribbon cutting here. Because there's so many similarities. So as vice chair and I'm a grateful community advocate and been a practicing professional engineer in this community for about the past 37 years. And all the words that are spoken here talk a lot about certainly the partnerships, but I think of value. I think about the value that this center brings to not only the Dubuque County residents, but visitors to the county who work and and visit here often, like myself. So it's great to see that, and really this 911 center is really an example of the attributes that Dubuque Initiatives brings to the community. And like I said, the value of the partnerships. And Dubuque Initiatives Board is comprised of a mix of both public and private sector individuals who represent the city, Greater Dubuque Development Corporation, business leaders, and community advocates. It's a group who I believe has their finger on the pulse of the community, is deliberate, and we act with a sense of urgency. And some would say that we do what the public sector can't and the private sector won't. Our motive is to deploy capital within this community to projects that have a positive impact and invest with a reasonable return to sustain the organization and our ability to affect change. DI would not be able to do this project. There's a couple people I'd like to mention that aren't here that work behind the scenes, similar to what was mentioned, all the people on emergency response that work behind the scenes. But for us, it's Dave and Hannah Lyons. They're just tireless in their passion and what they bring and enable us as Dubuque Initiatives to do what we do. And certainly our partners, the City of Dubuque, Greater Dubuque Development, Dubuque Community Y, and the Dubuque Community School District who are in this facility, and Dubuque County as well. Again, that value, what this facility had for existing infrastructure, and to convert it and repurpose it for this use just made complete sense. And again, brought a lot of value, we believe, to the community. Also like to mention, as Harley mentioned, Medline, recognition for them for their generosity in providing this facility to Dubuque Initiatives at a very, very reasonable cost. So again, all this set the stage for a significant community improvement where Dubuque Initiatives and its partners could make this facility for childcare, early learning, a data center, and now this 911 emergency communications center. So again, congratulations to Dubuque County and all of you. Thank you, and I'd like now to introduce Molly Grover.
Good afternoon, everybody. Great to see everyone. Molly Grover on behalf of the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce and on behalf of our Board of Directors, we echo the appreciation and the thanks and the congratulations about this day and this fine facility. Dubuque does it once again. This is an exceptional example of public and private partnerships and the power of that. And we continue to demonstrate and punch above our weight, as the mayor often says, and get things done under unsurmountable odds. So congratulations to everyone involved. We love ribbon cuttings at the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce. It's symbolic of strengthening the local economy, enriching the quality of life, and bettering the community. And certainly that is true today. Public safety. This is a great day for public safety in Dubuque County, and we couldn't be more excited to celebrate that with you today. I would be remiss if I didn't shout out, as Jessica did, the dispatchers, because they are the ones, they're our lifeline. They're the people that we need in some of our most critical moments. We found a quote. We don't know who said it. Sully found this quote, and I share this. Just because you don't see my face doesn't mean I'm not saving your life. Behind every hero, there's a guardian looking out for them, and I am the hero's guardian. I am a 911 dispatcher. So let's give another round of applause to the dispatchers. So before we officially cut a ribbon, we have the red coats here, the chamber red coats. Anytime you see the red coats in our community, you know something great is happening, and that's true today. Nelson Clavitter, would you come up, please? And Jessica? We have a presentation for you. I'll go like this. Go ahead, Nelson.
Well, Jessica, on behalf of the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce and the Chamber Ambassadors, we want to congratulate you and your team on this very special day. Your membership in the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce continues to pay benefits. This event today has been featured all week long on the Radio Dubuque stations Town Square Media, and Queen Bee Radio, as well as on the Chamber's website. The photos that Ron Tigas is taking from Digital Dubuque will appear in Business Times, Julian's Journal, and the Dubuque Advertiser, as well as on the Chamber's social media. In the envelope, I have the business cards of the ambassadors that are here. Feel free to add us to your mailing list and keep us posted on what's going on. And last but not least, we'd like to present you with this certificate. The photo is by Digital Dubuque. The framing is courtesy of Frame of Mind Gallery, and it says, "Celebrating your success and the investment you have made to our economy and the business community." Congratulations.